Man out of deep backward square and deep point. Chase bowls using his feet. Kawaja up and over the top of mid-off. Gets plenty of that. Might have gone all the way. It has. Oh. So Kawaja, who's been conservative throughout the course of the session so far, advances to 28. Overtakes Labuschagne and moves Australia on to 1 for 64. Delivers to Labuschagne, who tucks again. This time there's a gap at mid-wicket, bisecting a couple of fielders. Chanderpaul with the work to do. They come back for a third. Of course they do. It's Labuschagne. He always wants a third. Australia moved to 1 for 102, and in the process, Labuschagne records another half-century at this ground. A ton and a 50 last time around against New Zealand 3 summers ago. They're in 112 deliveries. His 14th Test 50 to go with 7 tons. Exquisite timing from Kawaja, who faces up again, this time off the back foot, placing it to deep point and bringing up his half-century. The Queensland pair have been right on top since lunch. Labuschagne on 99. Seals on the way to him. Bowls here. Labuschagne goes back and cuts his way to a century. Out towards the rope. Will just about make it all the way for 4, and it does. It's summer and the weather's fine. For Labuschagne, that means tons. It's Marnus the machine. His 8th Test tons, 7th in Australia. 2nd here at Perth and 1st against the West Indies. Smith on 49, and he makes it a half-century. A gentle square drive to deep point. 50 from 75 deliveries.
Labuschagne faces up. He drives for his 150th run. Chanderpaul closes in the deep. Labuschagne comes back for a second. He picks off the next milestone, and it does feel like there's a lot in store for Marnus Labuschagne. Not just in this Perth Test, but in this Australian summer.
Seals to the crease here, and Labuschagne drives through the offside. On to 200 he goes with a boundary. A lavish cover drive. He raises the bat to the crowd and gives it big. 12 months ago, Labuschagne went to the top of the world rankings, and over the last day, that's exactly how he's played. A second double ton, a big embrace of Stephen Smith. We've already had the summer of Marnus a few years ago, and on the available evidence, that's exactly what we're going to get again in 2022-23, Ian Bishop. Chase, bouncing away to Smith on 99, bowls here. Smith gets it past mid-on and gets himself a 29th Test 100, drawing level with Don Bradman. Back in the city where this remarkable run started in 2013. His 4th ton in Perth. Make no mistake, Stephen Smith is back to his very best.
Tension and its expectations once more. All eyes to Steve Smith, who is clipping off his pads for the next milestone. It's a lovely stroke out through mid-wickets. They'll come back for 2 as it trickles into the rope for 4. It is the 9th time in Test cricket that Smith has gone through the 150-run barrier. It has been an immaculate innings, and I suspect there's at least a chapter still to come in it. With him now, forward, running the ball to point. Steve Smith is inevitable. A double century that he forecast in his own words and delivered with his own actions. An elegant double century. And then the very next ball, Craig Brathwaite has brought the field in. It's impossible to think that he would deny Travis Head. Bit of theatrics to it.
Only Travis Head can deny Travis Head in this situation.
Could it be back-to-back milestones? Head, oh, he's chopped it on. Unbelievable. Steve Smith throws his head back. One got through and the other got sheared off. Chanderpaul faces up to Hazelwood. He's edging and he's caught by Warner at first slip. So the half-century's as far as Chanderpaul goes, and Hazelwood strikes in the first over of day 3. Bowls and Brathwaite bowls. The captain gets through and claims the scalp of his opposite number. It's a splendid piece of bowling. That is the defence that is hard to penetrate. But Pat Cummins has done it And Craig Brathwaite leaves for 64. Is this the spell that cracks it open? The West Indies 2 for 159. If you're going to get your 200th Test wicket with a signature ball, that's it. Right at the top of off stump. Stark begins the new over and he's bowled straight through Mayers. The stump's disturbed again. The spearheads have struck. And Australia advance things along. Mayers never looks comfortable. He's gone for one.
Matt, I have a question for you. I'll keep it for the next over about cricketers having visions and those visions coming to life. It is about Jason Holder, so hopefully he survives this ball and is around in the next over for us to talk about it.
Line round the wicket to Holder on 27. Delivers here, Holder. Gets caught round the corner at short leg. Make that leg slip. David Warner moving to his left low. And they get Holder. And just when Holder looked like he was going to be a threat, he's caught in the leg side trap. Bharat Sundaresan.
I know. What about my Holder story now? Jason, what have you done, Jason? Yeah, I mean, he would be really disappointed with the nature of that dismissal.
Four in the cordon. Bowling here to Brooks. Play and miss. Is there an edge? Yes, there is. Green with a breakthrough. First ball back into the attack. Samar Brooks nicks off for 33. The Windies 7 for 266. The third wicket of the session with this second new ball. And Damien Fleming, that's reward for hard work. Green's been exceptional today.
Cummins trying to close out a 7th maiden over. He bowls to Chase. He wrapped him on the pads. He'll get a wicket in it. Fired in by the Australian captain. Fired out by the umpire. Chase goes for 13. Cummins makes it a wicket maiden. And the West Indies 8 down for 282. Line to Roach. Edge caught. Great catch, Smith at first slip. Away to his left. It was a full-blooded drive. Flew. Smith's got sure hands. 9 down. It's happening in a hurry. Joseph who bowls. Labuschagne. Oh, boy. That's flown to gully. It's been collected by Brooks. They're asking and he's given. So the short ball unsettles Marnus Labuschagne back-to-back and sees him depart. Zari Joseph gives us a taste of the venom that was forecast. Oh, no ball. No ball. The TV umpire gives... If you are of the view that Marnus Labuschagne is the luckiest batter in Test cricket, he has just been reprieved on a front foot no ball. Labuschagne has the strike. He'll drive for his half-century. He has ridden his luck. And he has had a thorough examination of both technique and courage. But Labuschagne stands again in the middle of Perth Stadium with his bat raised.
A big deal of it 2 days ago, but Labuschagne on 99. All the team out in the dugout waiting for this milestone. Brathwaite making him wait. Now he goes one away, Labuschagne facing up here, nips it round the corner, gets another boundary. Down to fine leg it goes. Marnus Labuschagne does it again. His 9th Test century, 8th at home, and for the first time in his wonderful career, he salutes for twin tons.
So he has to try again, Brathwaite, for this one run. He sweeps and gets it away. A big bellow, drops his bat in the celebration as he pumps the air. An innings full of resistance. He's wandered down to try to pick up his bat and nearly got run out. The ball was still live. Now he's got his bat, Craig Brathwaite, and he can raise it to his teammates.
Players line bowls, goes back here, bowls him. Brathwaite at last has been removed by the Australians. Line pinning him back, going straight through. The captain falls to 110.
Trying to repel. Holder reaches for the drive and he edges it to Smith, who takes a brilliant catch, tumbling away to his left. Holder does go. Travis Head, the unlikely wicket taker. The indignity of it for Jason Holder. He leaves for 3. It's a cheap one for Australia on the way to the new ball. So Nathan Lyon with a chance to finish it. Kemar Roach is injured. He's there. He's beaten. He's bowled. Nathan Lyon goes straight through. He takes 6, and Australia wins the Test in Perth. They keep their perfect record intact at this grounds, and they claim the Frank Worrell Trophy. The margin of victory is 164 runs. Defied and defied by the West Indies, but at the end, broken.